Our topic for today is Rebel Eyes. It's not a new technique, it's an old technique, but they're kind of reviving it for this season. And what it is a smoked out technique using just one or two shadows and only one or two brushes. So it's super easy, super fast. It's perfect for everyday wear. And the great thing is you can mix it up and wear different colors. So what you need for this technique is a stiff dome brush, a smudging brush, a matte dark eyeshadow, and a matte brow bone color. So for my eyes today, you guys, I'm wearing Makeup Geek's Cherry Cola, and then my brow bone color is Beaches and Cream, or you can use Vanilla Bean, either one. But I wanted to show you the idea of it. So you need a dark kind of matte colored shadow, and here's some options for you. So this one here is Cherry Cola. Do you see how they're all kind of in the same darkness and they're all matte finish? So I wanted to give you guys some options because you can wear this same look every single day and mix up the colors and look like a completely different look. So you can use Cherry Cola. If you want purple, you can use Motown. You can use Time Travel. If you want something that's more like teal color, Enchanted Forest is a really good green one. And if you want it to be just brown, like very, very wearable for daytime, you can use Americano. So there's some options of colors for you guys. But I did Cherry Cola today, so let's get started on this look. Okay, you guys, so for the Rebel Eyes look, what you need is your stiff dome brush. I'm using the Makeup Geek Define Crease one. You can also use the stiff dome brush, but you want something that's just dome shaped like this and kind of stiff. And all you're gonna do is take your matte shadow. Now you guys can use any shadows that you want. You can use berries, greens, teals, black, any color that you want, but you want it to be medium to dark and you want it to be a matte finish. You don't want shimmer for this look because it's gonna go up in your crease and it can be kind of unflattering if you have any sort of loose skin or anything on your eye. So make sure it's matte, medium to dark in color, any color of your choice. Okay, so I'm using Makeup Geek Cherry Cola, and all I'm doing, you guys, is picking up that dome brush. Sorry, let me grab my mirror. There we go. Okay. All you're going to do is literally, this is so easy. Do you see how I'm just buffing it onto the lid? And I'm putting most of the color near my lash line, picking up some more, and then I start buffing it slightly into the crease. So as you guys can see, I'm literally just taking that one color and I'm buffing a lot. This process, it takes just a minute, but it's mostly buffing. It's really easy and you don't need a lot of product, but it's just a matter of putting most of the color at your lash line and buffing upwards, and just keep working that brush up here just past the crease. Dry brush, no extra product, just to kind of buff it out. Pick up some more color, again, place it at the lash line, start here, buff, 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 bring it into the crease, slightly above, and just keep repeating that until you get the level of darkness that you want. Okay, now from there, you guys, all you have to do is wipe off your brush, and this step's optional. If you want to take the brush dry and literally try to buff out that harsh line, you can, but sometimes it's just easier and faster just to get a matte eyeshadow that's the same color as your skin. For me, it's Beaches and Cream. You take that same brush and you're literally just gonna buff it up here under the brow bone. And do you see how I'm bringing it? I'm almost doing the opposite. I start at the brow bone and then I work my way down and come down to the crease. And all I'm trying to do is get rid of this harsh line, because the whole idea of Rebel Eyes is it's supposed to look very smudged out, very like no defined lines. It's just eyeshadow just really buffed onto the lid. And so that's why I'm just going back with that color Beaches and Cream and just trying to buff out that line, just so it's really effortless and very very blended. Okay, now for under the lower lash line, this is where you need any sort of, you could get a small dome brush or you can get kind of like a chisel brush. This is the Morphe R43 brush. And let me try to get a close up for you guys. Do you see how it's a really just kind of dense, flat brush for smudging? There's several different brushes you guys can use. Just get something that works under the lower lash line. Okay. Cherry Cola, same thing, same idea. Start at the lash line and you're just gonna buff it down. Again, this is super quick, super easy. Actually, let me start on this side. Sorry, that way you guys can see it. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Smudge, smudge, smudge. Do you see how I'm just buffing it? And then you could bring it in about 2/3 of the way. You want most of the darkness to be on the outer part of your eye, so start the color out here and then just buff it inwards and downwards a little bit. It's all about buffing. Buff, buff, buff. We love buff, don't we, women? We love buff. And if you guys feel like it's still too harsh under here, you could go back within that brow color and that stiff dome brush that you just used a minute ago, and you can start literally buffing this under the lower lash line just to kind of soften any harsh edges, come around the sides. This is so fast and so easy. Once you guys get this technique down, it's like 1 minute flat. And there you go, you have your rebel eyes. Wasn't that easy? And you guys could do this with any color. All you need are 2 brushes, one for buffing up here, one for lower lash line, and 2 shadows. Both matte, a dark one, and one that's the same color as your skin, and that is it. Anyways, I hope this helps you guys with that new technique. Have fun with it. I'm obsessed with this look. I really am, because it's so fast and easy, and for me it's different because I do the same eyeshadow technique all the time. So for me to branch out and force myself just to use 1 or 2 shadows, I'm like, okay, I can do it. But it's all about that buffing, you guys. You've got to just buff it out. It'll take about a minute or so, but once you get the hang of it, in and out, you'll be out the door super fast. So anyways, have fun with that technique, you guys. Have a great fall, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.